What's up everyone, Alex here. The first highly anticipated blockbuster JRPG of 2023 is coming out this Friday, and in this video, I'm gonna give you my impressions of One Piece Odyssey based on the recently released demo. I'll be diving deep into the combat and talk a little bit about how you can enjoy the game without needing to get caught up on the manga and the anime. The footage that you're seeing right now is from the PS4 Pro version of the game, but I've also played it on PS5 and will also share my experience on it. Unlike previous games, One Piece Odyssey is a traditional turn-based RPG, but that's where its similarities with other games end. Upon starting battle, your party will be split across different areas. Each area will have its own set of monsters that you'll have to defeat. The game features a simple rock, paper, scissors affinity system, where power defeats speed, speed defeats technique, and technique defeats power. These are designated by these icons right here, which are also represented on the enemy icons whenever you target them. A guide pops up on occasion on the lower left corner of the screen to remind you of these affinities, though I wish that this guide was there more often at the beginning of the game to help make this mechanic a little bit more intuitive faster. Your party members are not stuck in these areas though, as you are free to move them between areas or trade places with other characters in and out of combat. Originally, I thought that party members would have to defeat enemies in their area in order to move around, but that's not the case at all. This actually makes the demo's challenges a bit trivial, especially if you need to swap in characters that have the correct affinity. The turn orders in One Piece Odyssey function a little bit differently too. For starters, you can choose which party member you want to go first at the start of battle. During this time, an enemy icon will pulse, indicating that as soon as you take your turn, said enemy will take the next turn. It's in this sense that your goal during combat is to immediately defeat this pulsating enemy to prevent them from taking their turn. Once your party member takes their turn, they will be unable to do anything until all of your current party members have taken their turns. For example, since Sanji used an item on Nami in his turn, he won't be able to take his next turn until the rest of the party has taken theirs. Also different is that from time to time, dramatic actions might happen. These dramatic actions are objectives that grant you bonuses when fulfilled. For instance, healing Nami during this dramatic action granted her more defense and guts. Otherwise, dramatic actions more often than not reward you with massive amounts of experience at the end of combat. Any characters that are not currently in your active party will receive experience, so you don't need to worry about ensuring everyone gets a single hit in to get the full credit. That's as much as I'll talk about the battle system, but let's start talking about the story a little bit here. One Piece Odyssey's demo starts pretty much where the full game starts. The Straw Hat crew encounter a mysterious island called Wafford that exhibits some strange weather patterns, like frozen lightning for instance, and is stuck on it until they repair their ship. During their stay, they'll encounter a mysterious explorer named Adio and a young girl named Lim who has the power to manipulate memories. This setup allows old and new fans alike to experience 4 major story arcs in One Piece history. Now, Bandai Namco has revealed what these 4 are in trailers, but I'm not going to mention them here. The biggest question that you're probably asking is if you can play One Piece Odyssey without having to get caught up in the anime or the manga. Just based off of what I played, I do think that with a little bit more context, anyone will be able to enjoy this game. And so I made a short video detailing the Straw Hat crew members that you'll meet in the game, which is linked in the pinned comment below. One of the biggest reasons why I didn't want to do story summaries is because in the context of the demo and potentially the full game, you don't really need to know a lot of that in order to understand these characters' motivations and what they've been through. I have found that after watching my video, new fans were able to quickly identify the small quirks that each character has, which made them feel a little bit closer to the cast. So I highly recommend checking that out. As far as my overall impressions of the demo, I found that regardless of your affinity towards One Piece, the game's presentation and UI are absolutely gorgeous. There are tons of bright colors, well-animated characters, and some quirky enemy designs that really help lighten the mood. And perhaps my only real complaint of the demo is that the pacing is a bit stilted, with lots of cutscenes interrupting your exploration and a seemingly forced path it wants you to go on. In fact, you can't actually explore outside of what's allowed in the demo, and given that this is supposed to represent the first few minutes of the game, I suspect that the full version will reflect this too. While some people might note that the demo's easy difficulty is a detriment, given how there's rarely any challenge, the ease in which you're able to just jump right in lowers the barrier of entry for interested fans to engage and have fun. This is because despite the series' occasionally dark tones, One Piece has generally been a wholesome show, and the demo for One Piece Odyssey captures that extremely well. For the folks who care about difficulty, I want to reiterate that there is no difficulty setting anywhere in the demo, and I suspect that the full game won't have one as well. I also want to point out that the PS5 version of the game loads battles quicker than the PS4 Pro version, as seen here. That said, it seems like based off of the demo alone, One Piece Odyssey is going to be one of those chill RPGs that just wants to take you on a grand adventure. And if you don't mind the fact that it's going to be an easy ride or that it doesn't have English voice acting, I think you're going to be in for a treat. Because of its linearity, the demo gave me some strong Final Fantasy X vibes, though I at least suspect that it'll open up a bit more in the full version. And that said, I love what I played in the demo. Hanging out with the Straw Hat crew is just fun and exciting, and the enemies and light humor are just as fun as the anime and the manga. And because it's turn-based, every Straw Hat crew member has equal billing, allowing them to take part in fun turn-based fights that capture the spirit of the series. The demo for One Piece Odyssey is out now on PlayStation and Xbox platforms, and the save data carries over to the full game, so you don't need to replay through the events of the demo twice. The demo takes about 2 hours to complete, so there's a lot of tutorializing and gameplay there. And just as a reminder again, if you need a character primer that'll introduce you to the cast of One Piece Odyssey, you'll find a link in the pinned comment below. But I want to know something. Have you played the One Piece Odyssey demo? Did my character intro video help you enjoy it? Post your thoughts in the comments below and let's talk about it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.